tuned in to Talk More About It, and we're on episode 5, season 2. And introducing our newest family member, Z.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Make some noise, y'all, with the 5.
Welcome to the team, bro.
What's happening? I'm glad to be here. Appreciate y'all. I'm Zeke. What's up, everybody? I hold it down with marketing, just trying to continue to help build with MO. I got 4 words for everybody: build as you grow. That's what I stand on. That's what I stand for. And yeah, let's get it.
Aaron Tate, head coordinator, media coordinator.
Yep, you already know who I am, April G. You know, I'm back. We're back with another episode 5. This time I got my team with me. I know last couple episodes, you know, I've been doing this solo, but you know, I got the team. You know, we're gonna be having more of the team. You know, it's only 20% of the team. You know, so
yeah,
y'all gonna be getting to know more of the team. A lot of new team members, you know, from different departments and stuff. So, you know, again, you know what we're here to do: talk about new topics, see what's trending, get y'all hip to new brands, artists. So, you know, let's get it going. So you already know how we start off with the hot topics. So you already know. Everyone's been talking about it. You guys, I mean, y'all probably know we're gonna talk about it.
We got 2 bad bitches arguing, featuring Drake.
And then even though I'm kind of biased because I'm a J. Cole fan, you know, he ain't say shit because you know J. Cole low key, but you know, we're talking about the J. Cole, Kendrick, and you know Drake, the big 3 beef. This is between Drake and Kendrick right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, Kendrick dropped that. I mean, it seems like it right now, but even though Kendrick came at all 3, at both of them. With that line, the first person shooter, and that song with Metro Boomin featuring. We're gonna also talk about the album, but now I wanted to get y'all opinions. You know, ladies first. What you think about that verse, and then after you answer the question about the verse, out of the big 3, who do you think is the best rapper out of 3 of them, and then why, and then that's the same for all y'all.
Okay, so the pressure is on. I guess Kendrick cooked Drake in his most what is Kendrick, what's the word I want to describe Kendrick as? Not motivational, but
conscious.
yes, in the most
conscious,
you know, during his deep conscious rap and whatnot. So I thought it was cool. I'm not really a fan of this album though, per se. I do like the song Cinderella, but I don't know, I just didn't then again, it could be because I'm a beats person. The beats didn't really stick it to me, and then I don't know. Usually I'm used to Future give me songs that I can also listen to in the club, and I ain't hear no club hits that I would probably hear while in the section and whatnot. So that's kind of different things that I look for. But who is the best rapper artist? That's hard. I'm not.
Rapper. We're going rapper.
Rapper. Okay, rapper. Oh, the Future.
No, out of 3 of them, J. Cole, Kendrick.
I don't. Oh.
J. Cole, Kendrick are the.
Future do the shots in the beginning though, so you can throw.
Nah, but Future, we're not even. He's not even on that level of rap.
J. Cole,
Kendrick, or Drake.
Well, that's crazy.
Okay.
That's the big 3. That's the big 3 that Kendrick was talking about.
Okay, but y'all gonna cook me in the comments, and I'm prepared to take it. I'm prepared to take it. Okay. Because this is perspective. It's all about the type of music I listen to and I like. Of course.
True.
Drake.
Okay.
Canadian Doll. Yeah, that's my.
All right.
Yeah, that's mine.
How about you, Z? I'm gonna let you go last because you're hip hop guy.
Best rapper out of the 3?
Yeah. And then also what you think about that? You heard the verse, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Zeke only listened to.
I listened to only the.
He said I wanted to hear this smoke.
Yeah, that was it. I listened to number 1 and Like That, which I can argue that Like That might actually, you know what I'm saying? So you can play that in the club,
But I think the second album gonna have the bangers on it. If
they got 2 albums?
The second album, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, he's gonna probably do a deluxe joint.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Metro always does a deluxe joint.
So.
I'm not a music head, so please do not kill me in the comments for my opinions, please.
So what's your answer?
What you think?
I ain't gonna hold you. The person that's the best said that they was the best, and that's why we're here talking about it. And
So you think Kendrick?
yeah, really, honestly, sense control.
A lot of people can argue that with you. They're gonna agree with you.
He came with that energy when he dropped that Control joint, saying at any given time, I don't care how close we are. When it goes bar for bar, he pretty much said it's going to be me, and I don't care how you I'm gonna take all your fans. I'm gonna take I would take your soul from you. And I think from a rap perspective, you know what hip hop like stands for, like that competitive edge. Like that's the type of shit that you heard like DMX and Jay-Z like battling like in these like historic type of battles and barbershops and shit, like, and it could still be all love. I think the way that people are today, that competitive spirit has kind of like, that natural competitiveness has shifted to where like people will get like in their feelings. So Kendrick is the best out of the three because I feel like he's the one who's willing to like, it doesn't matter at what level you're at.
Yeah.
I'm on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And I can only respect that until somebody proves otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If somebody stakes their claim, stakes their flag, and can't nobody take that flag, well then the person who, it's just like the American flag's supposed to be on the moon. If it really
That's
is,
what brought him out.
it's
Cole
damn
said
it.
he was the king. Drake said he was everybody else's food. And it's like, all right, y'all keep claiming this title.
I like the approach that Kendrick took though.
Straight up.
It's the control approach. He just came, he seen the opportunity, like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
And couldn't nobody really say nothing to him after that. Like, they
That's
was
true.
just like,
I mean, even though Drake did try to, because I was watching the Complex interview that with the Rap Radar that he did with Elliot, and he was Drake was pretty much kind of like saying like, oh, I mean, it was cool, but you know, at the end of the day, he was trying to attack Kendrick like, you're not consistent, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna keep dropping, like, you know, I'm always gonna be the highest. And he said the control, he pretty much said that was a good verse, but at the end of the day, like, he said people are not gonna like no one's like, no one's gonna remember the lyrics.
But it's like people still talk about it.
They still talk about
They
it.
show that interview and it's like people still talk about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about that track still to this day. Even when before this happened, people bring it up when it comes down to this track.
because he was on the song with Big Sean and said Big Sean's name.
Exactly. So
He said, I would take everybody's food. Like,
but at the time, I always felt like it was like it was a diss, but at the same time, he like all the rappers he listed, I felt like it was more so like paying homage to his peers.
Right, it wasn't like a personal diss
it
towards
wasn't
one
like
person.
I don't want no blood.
Like, I fuck with y'all, but if I really came into this ring, it's over.
It's
But you know,
over,
you know what Drake said though? He said he didn't respect Kendrick because he said no. He didn't say he didn't respect, but actually no. He kind of actually said he didn't respect it because he said if you're really about the raps like the competition, then like. Because I think he dapped him up or something after a award ceremony, like after that verse, and then he was like, everything was cool, like there was nothing. So Drake to him, he didn't take it as like serious, because it wasn't like, no, because you know, when Jay-Z and Nas was like rap beefing, they didn't fuck with each other.
But they ain't fucking each
that
other.
was
But that was a beef,
But
though.
that was beef.
It
That's
was
what
because they
I'm
didn't go on the
saying.
street
It
shit,
wasn't
but
really.
they had a little street bit, but they kept it on still hip hop, like, you know what I'm saying? They was going bar
They
bar.
still
They
kept
didn't
it
touch
hip-hop,
each other.
but
You know
But
what I'm saying?
like I said, like this isn't like like Kendrick Lamar wasn't like a supreme diss. It's like y'all cool, and when we see each other, it's no beef. But if I really come in here, if I would really want to do some damage, none of y'all are gonna compare to me. But I fuck with y'all.
Because they all
like,
talk about the old school and this and that.
But their
It's
beef was
alright,
like
okay,
beef.
Go back. Like,
For real.
That's true, but that's why, but I'm
Jay-Z
saying.
was saying, I hit your baby mom.
Nah, they were going, and that's because they were going hard.
But
But that's why Drake's saying like Kendrick is like he low-key the way I interpret it was like, yo, that was so soft. Like it was soft, like he's pretty much saying Kendrick, you're soft, like you're not, like, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't entertain that
But
person.
Drake likes to bait
As a
people
rapper?
in to make more
does.
drama because he is drama.
He
Like,
was trying
I think
to
Drake
avoid
was trying to
the person by saying that. He was
intensify.
trying to avoid it. He didn't like.
Because Drake's first of all is not a street nigga.
Because at the end of the day,
Nah.
like you could just win the booth. That's all the fans wanted.
Yeah.
That's all Kendrick would ask. Like, come, this is rap. Let's battle it out in the booth. Don't go to interviews. Don't go post no caption. That's what he's doing now.
Yeah,
like,
he is doing that.
Y'all just went in the booth and now I'm back in the booth. Let's go back again. Like, let's go back and forth.
Right.
Okay, now, but Z gave your, what you think?
I think the verse was crazy just because I didn't expect Kendrick to come on that shit like that. Like, I heard what Future was saying, and I was just like, damn, this is crazy. Like, he dissing Drake, it sound like. Cause I seen the tweets beforehand, and then when I heard I seen the tweets about how Future and Drake is beefing, I'm like, beefing. And then I heard that track in the intro, and I was like, this is going to end. And then Kendrick came in, and I was like, oh, this is Control.
Yeah, because it's like,
I was like, this is Control, like part 2. Like, he's going crazy.
I mean, okay, so, and then I'll let you answer your question. And then who do you think is the best rapper out of all three? J. Cole, Kendrick, or Drake?
You gotta go with Kendrick, man.
but
That's two.
you was gonna say.
It's 2 Kendrick, 1 Drake. Okay.
Perspective. This is just the music I listen to.
I know. I mean, you know, there's gonna be a lot of people on your side too.
They're gonna eat me up
That's
in the
why they're the
comments.
big 3. Nah,
It's like you said
listen.
rapper, you said artist. I was like, I gotta give it to
Drake. That's why I was trying to go with my boys. Yeah.
But why?
Because Drake does everything. Kendrick doesn't do R&B.
Drake is
That's all I'm saying. I can't
performative.
either one because
And
Kendrick
that
does
keeps
both
the
too.
people
He doesn't do
going.
everything.
J. Cole does.
Did y'all hear
Drake
Pimp a Butterfly?
But I'm saying Drake will make a whole like other genre of
Okay.
music. You know what I'm saying?
That's because he wants to.
Yeah, but
If they wanted to, they can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not gonna kill me.
The gray and white.
Yeah. Okay, I don't listen to music like Kendrick's music.
you don't like lyrical rap.
No.
Speaking of, that's what you're saying.
I like to shake my bum.
I mean, let's keep it real. And
That's why it's like-
don't attack me. I think most majority like women don't listen to lyrical rap. Like the majority of the lyrical rappers, their fan base is like
I know
like
some
men.
cool women that listen to it, but I kind of.
It's rare.
Yeah, like I know if I'm around a group of women, I'm not about to go there and play no West Side. I don't know.
Okay, wait, hold on, because I listen to West Side Gun. I'll
West Side Gun
dabble.
is better.
I'll dabble.
It's what
But
you like.
my
Are you
primary,
listening to J. Cole?
a little bit. Like if you go through my like Apple Music, you type in J. Cole, you gonna see some stuff.
Alright, so that gave way to my argument. You know, J. Cole, even though it's unbiased, it's an unbiased, stance.
Yeah.
I am a J. Cole fan, that's my favorite rapper, but I think J. Cole's the best person out of all three of them. He's consistent, he's lyrical, and the argument was he was
Rapper,
They say he was rapper. I said,
Okay.
I say artist, mistake, I meant rapper, not
No.
artist.
I was just clarifying.
We're talking-
Yeah.
we're going back to rapper.
Because we kind of mixed it in.
Artist is a bigger rap. We're gonna focus on rap right now because artist is a bigger argument. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like there's a lot to it. But rapper wise, I think it's J. Cole. He's consistent. His lyrics. People say he's boring, but they're not boring because I think people can still vibe out to it. You hear it in the clubs and he's a great performer.
When was the last time you heard J. Cole in the club? What song?
I heard club. There's songs in the club.
some-
What was that? The last songs he had. I mean, All My Life is more of a little Dirk song, but like, what's
He
the
got that one club
Yeah,
song they play all the time.
He had the Kevin
Workout?
joint, the Kevin Hart joint. The Kevin people would drop that. Workout's a long time ago.
That's what I'm asking.
J. Cole has a bunch of other stuff. I just
That they
that
play in the
plays
club. At least Humble got played in the club.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
Humble
don't
got
know
played.
Rose playing J. Cole, but like,
No.
yeah, but they have a different crowd. But you'll hear it at like another venue like Lost. Like
Yeah,
the
you
mid,
hear
the
that, like,
mid-night.
Maybe at Lost.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No way, niggas is really
At brunches.
Loyalty from the damn album. Loyalty got bumped in the club.
yeah.
I think the joint Love got bumped in the club.
They all have club hits, but Kendrick and
Humble.
Drake got the club hits for sure.
Name me one J. Cole club joint that got played in the club. Ever.
I mean, no role models was getting played in the club. That's for sure.
Who was playing no role?
No role models
in
was
the
getting
club?
played in the club, bro.
Well,
I'm just asking you when and where.
I mean, I just got the song All
Was
My
it- was it
How about-
Happy
How about
Hour?
All My Life? And that's Dirk's song, but it's like he's the one who like. made that song.
now, but that's Dirk's song. You can't get that.
That's what I'm saying. Every J. Cole song that does get
Oh,
played in the club.
KOD, but I mean, KOD could have been played in the club, but they were just like taking out that product.
We're not talking about
It's
what
different.
good
Like you said,
and
it's
what
perspective.
did.
J. Cole's not really making them clubs.
Well, but I'm not saying that his songs are still hits though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you still hear it around.
Because he went platinum with no features.
He got
Yeah.
hits.
He got hits.
But
you
I
don't
want to
think it
talk
goes
about
viral?
the inconsistency thing. I thought
Yes,
they
yes.
all took mad.
Okay, how many songs? Okay, Kendrick does have club hits, but the thing about Kendrick, he's so inconsistent. How can I call you your best
J.
rapper
Cole took
if he?
year breaks too.
Yeah, but he still like
Drake
hits on
took
features.
year
Kendrick
breaks,
doesn't
too.
even get on features.
J. Cole just started doing the feature shit a year ago, 2 years
Killing
ago.
shit with Baby King.
And then Kendrick is
Baby
doing
King-
features
I mean,
before
come on,
that.
bro.
Drake does the feature
He
shit.
can't even break Baby King. First of all,
You said what?
I said
They
he hasn't
all
even really
are
broke Baby
inconsistent,
King.
but they all are consistent to a point to where it's like, we can give you a year or two to go make some good music.
Yeah,
Don't
Kendrick
push it.
is a good album
I
every
don't
like
Kendrick
3,
is
4
not that
years.
consistent.
They're definitely
They
not
all-
consistent. This
they
is Kendrick's
all-
one.
Drake, if we're talking about, if we want to rank them on consistency, Drake, J. Cole.
Drake is definitely
Kendrick.
out there. Drake does too much.
Kendrick
Kendrick-
released the album 2 years ago.
Kendrick doesn't drop singles, bro. He doesn't drop features. He disappears.
He
Everyone, you know,
tour.
but Kendrick's marketing formula is genius. You know, he goes crazy on like a verse and this is all three of them because he doesn't.
But
this
it
is his
fits
third
his-
time doing it.
And it
'Cause
fits
he had
his
a song
fan
before
base.
Control.
Look
he
at
did
y'all.
that.
Y'all like it. Y'all like his sound. It fits y'all.
His first dish was Monster where he came in and he did Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It was Monster, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So his formula is he does that just to get the name back buzzing because he wants.
Oh,
Cause at the
man,
name,
Bro, he's on tour.
no, he does that.
Like, you can't be like, oh, he's on tour for 2 years.
It
so
fits
he's
for y'all though.
consistent.
That fits for you guys. Like someone who loves Drake. I need me a summer Joe. I need me a fall Joe. I need me a winter
He
Joe.
just-
That's the only
Okay.
reason why you like Drake is because he has that.
No, that's not the only reason. I do genuinely
But
like
he
his
just
music. He
started,
be
like-
talking that shit. He relates
He
to bad
been doing it, but
bitches.
he's been that consistent with
I mean,
making
he makes music for bad bitches.
Elevate your experience with Chalice Bud, the cannabis lifestyle brand from the heart of DC. Visit chalicebud.com.
Alright guys, sorry about that. We had a little mix up, but now we're gonna wrap up that conversation. I know everyone gave their opinion, so we had Kendrick, Drake, and then J. Cole, of course, and then everyone's gonna say I'm biased, but it's all good. I know, but I already knew the Kendrick arguments, I even see it on Twitter and Instagram. That's a consensus that Kendrick's the better rapper, but, we'll move on. And everyone, put y'all opinions, tag on the comments, on Twitter, mention this on Instagram, tell us who y'all think is the best three, J. Cole, Kendrick, or Drake. Or do you think none of them are the best rapper, and then if you have someone else that you think is a better rapper?
From your perspective.
Future should be in there.
Nah, Future's not in there, but Future's my guy though. He's the best track, but that'll be another topic that we'll talk another day.
I love you.
Alright, let's go to the next topic. Speaking of podcasts, the podcast now is a new thing that everyone's doing. And I like it, us being a media platform, we've seen the beginning of it and then, how it started. So I kind of wanted to get y'all opinions on what's y'all favorite podcast and what makes it y'all favorite podcast. So let's start off, with the ladies first again.
I love that ladies first. It's Women's History Month, so that's how we doing it.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
sure.
So, first off, before we answer that, what is a podcast? Because I feel like it's so much talk about you're not a podcast because of yada yada. You are a podcast because of yada yada. What makes one a podcast? Is it because they sit on some type of furniture item and they got mics and they say oh, and all that? Like, what really makes some a podcast? Okay, yeah. Like someone says a deep statement or a profound statement, and everyone's like, king, I see you. Like, stuff like that. What makes it?
I could just say, because everyone now is like, everyone's popping, everyone mom, son, kid, everyone doing podcasts.
Exactly.
Now, so, that's a good question. Let's, who wants to answer that question first?
What is it?
Yeah, like, what do y'all think of podcasts? Yeah,
I mean, I guess.
And then I'm gonna give y'all the definition off Google.
Okay.
Yeah. Are y'all gonna give that first, and y'all want to give y'all?
No, I want to hear.
I want everyone here's opinion. Then we're gonna.
Curate your perfect moments with Chalice Bud, offering a wide variety of products right to your door.
Alright guys, we back. It's a little slight commercial break. So, Zeke was talking about his informative, about how podcasts, in his opinion, have to kind of have some information or kind of be informative or talk about something yet. So.
Yeah, so I mean, as long as the podcast is providing information, at least those are the ones that I gravitate toward, are ones that can teach you something that I don't know. But as long as two people, or even one person, they just got a mic and they got something to say, and they know how to upload it, technically to me, it's a podcast. It's on the podcast app. It's a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Give them their flowers for doing what they do.
Okay. How about you, Tama? What's your opinion on that? What do you think of the podcast?
I used to think the same thing, but I just, now that you think about it, the way that she described it, people sitting on their couch with the mic, most people are just streaming and talking.
Yeah.
And we just calling it podcasts. But my introduction to podcasts was just audio. I thought if you put a video to it, it was a vlog.
True.
Right.
It was I thought people were vlogging and they were just doing interviews and just, like you said, shooting the shit, just talking gossip and talking about the topics. I feel like what makes you a shitty podcast is if you got a mic, a camera, some recording equipment, and some information you want to share.
I feel you. So it's pretty much like having the right equipment and just, having some sort of topic information you're kind of informing your audience or even talking about, getting their opinions. I feel you. I was gonna give my opinion, but I actually looked at the definition right now, so I don't think it'll be kind of
I'm gonna make it mine.
No, you still gotta go.
Okay, well, when I thought of podcast, I thought of podcast as, for me, organized episodes where people, it's kind of like how a TV show, but instead of having a visual aspect, it's more of an audio, thing. That's what I had before, but now, podcast now is a visual thing, everyone focused on the video side of it. And even though the main thing that makes a podcast, in my opinion, is the chance to sit there and just listen to a bunch of things while you're doing something else. Because music, sometimes you don't want to listen to music every time. So sometimes you just want to listen to something. You can't be on YouTube, that's dangerous when you're driving, or you can't just sit there and just watch the video. So that's where I thought, okay, podcast really made its name, is when, those type of times when you're sitting there driving, cooking, or trying to just listen to something, and you just want to hear something instead of just cranking to some music. So that's my opinion. Now let's see what the Google says.
Can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Podcast. podcast. Oh wait, this one?
Yeah.
A podcast is a program made available in digital format for download over the internet. For example, an episodic series of digital audio files that users can download to a personal device to listen to at a time of their choosing.
Yeah.
That's a podcast.
So you got recorded.
Yeah, basically.
Because they kept it
You
simple.
can record, you can upload, you can.
You're good.
So back to the first question. So what's your favorite podcast right now? And then what's your favorite podcast? No, a bunch of your podcast, but what's your favorite podcast? First one that comes to your head and why?
Okay, so Cocktails Dirty Discussion is probably my number one. It's by these two women, I think they're in Georgia, Kiki and Medina, and they talk about sex, they talk about like real life stuff like dating. At a certain age, they get people who submit like advice letters. They have these things called cocktails where people tell their freaky like sex stories or dating stories and stuff. And they have like various I guess you can say like guests on there, whether they're comedians. They had a lawyer, a divorce lawyer on there, and they're just like, they just speak whatever's on their mind and they just say what it is. And then I would just do a number two because it's the first podcast I probably ever listened to, and it's Crime Junkie, and they basically tell about like different unsolved murders, solved murders. They're really good.
Yeah.
Unsolved murders, solved murders, people who are missing, and they just tell the breakdown of the case, and they try to like put the case out there, especially if it's unsolved, to see if anyone has any like information, no matter how old the case is, to get it solved.
Zeke?
My favorite podcast, honestly, do y'all consider Drink Champs?
Oh, for sure.
Podcast?
For sure.
That probably my favorite.
That's why it's entertaining as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
Even though Nori sometimes overtalks his audience.
Oh my God.
That's his guess.
That's his thing.
I watch it for all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to
I can't wait for
see.
him to interrupt. But Nori,
Nori what?
when he be interrupted.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, damn, chill, bro. I'm like, yeah. Okay, so you got that one. And why do you like drink, why you say Drink Champs your favorite?
Because I think, like, for me, like, a lot of people that he interviews, like, you talking about, like, classic, like, rap, the stories and stuff that they bring to the table.
I do like that aspect.
Interesting. It's kind of like the same for, like, Earn Your Leisure. That's another one where it's, like, the insight into, like, the business world that they have is, like, you know, you can actually utilize that information. Drink Chance is just, like, oh shit, this is like satisfying
Casual.
as a child.
And he gets them lit. Like he's saying secrets. I see what he's doing. Yeah, I'm like, oh. Like Rick Ross one was my favorite episode of Drink Champs.
You're like, oh.
Like, what's going on here, bro? He like gave us mad game. You know, Rick Ross one of ours I always pay attention to because like he a good businessman.
Sure.
That's cool. That's a good one. How about you, Tavon?
I don't really watch or listen to podcasts like that, but I do like.
Damn, how you a media person? It's like not fine.
I watch them. It's just
How come you don't like podcasts? You wouldn't think.
I just never could sit down and listen to them. Like so I started off the Earn Your Leisures and all that, then I started watching Drink Champs, the 85 South Show. But I like Jeff Teague.
Take it from the top.
Right.
I like Jeff Teague and them.
Oh yeah,
Or
the sports
Cam
ones.
Maystring. Cam Maystring.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't even watch
I was
ESPN.
trying to decide which one to do.
The sports
Jeff
ones
Teague
are
or Cam
the sports are killing
The
it.
Pivot.
The pivot one's pretty good too.
But what did they have before that? Two of them, they had a different one.
So he's talking about.
With Ocho Cinco, Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
Dang, that was my favorite
It's like
too.
the athletes or something. It's
Yeah.
something like
Yes, I started off
We
watching
apologize
that.
for messing up on the name, but that was one of the best ones.
I like that one a lot.
I'm gonna say mine is definitely Gillian Wallows, $1 Million Game.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that joint's definitely.
Yeah, I was trying to think about. I was trying to think like what was my
Like
third one.
because I like the positivity they put on people, and the thing about it is like they don't always sit down. They go to like the concerts
Yeah, that's
behind the
what I like
scenes.
about
They
it.
make it different. You know what I'm saying?
They're interactive too. Like Gilly when especially with the last few drums with I think it's been like Glorilla and Cardi, his scream, he be getting up.
They keep it real. Even like when his son died, like he even like instead of him skipping the episodes, he like just kept it real with them, and then like try to use that to like tell the youth about that stuff too. So it's just like I like how they keep it real. And then Wallo's been doing it before Gilly, the jail when he came out. Everybody thought he was crazy when he was like just going to do random shit, but he was smart. He was making content, so
Right.
So I like that because I get a lot of game. Like
He kind of paved the way for that type of stuff.
Nah, facts he
I
did.
change my answer with them because
Nah, that joint's hard. Yeah.
They're so
I
funny.
just to my man, like that's my jam right there.
A lot of the inspiration from our shows, I get it from them. So like, nah, shout out to them. They be doing it. And if I had to shout out a local one, Tequila Walton, Tequila Podcast.
I saw them in
killing
person.
it. Yeah, we gonna definitely do something with them soon. But like, they definitely are killing it. And they did a live. They're doing a live shows. You were there at the
I was at the second one. It was really good. I actually got on stage, and then one of my homeboys, who's I guess cool with Walt, he introduced me. They was cool peoples too. But yeah, they were like really nice, and they had actually brought in like 2 other podcast people as well. One of them is Dominique the Diva and Shay Parker's podcast. I can't remember their names though, but it's so interesting to see like the growth of podcasts, like especially because like back in the day, you've been started MO since college. I had the mix and the nightly dose. We was one of the first ones, okay, to be on the couch and discussing stuff. And that's kind of why I asked the question of what consider a podcast, because I didn't consider it a podcast. I just thought we was trying to be YouTubers and stuff. We was doing interviews. Zeke, that's how Zeke and I met from. We were just considered a talk show.
Yeah, we were talk shows.
Yeah, we were talk shows. And so it's interesting to see the growth from being like on camera to being audio and camera and to now doing live shows and stuff, because Cocktail Dairy Discussions, Horrible Decisions, they do live shows and stuff. Well, and I think her name is Jazz.
Jazz
Yeah.
Cooper,
For Tequila Podcast, they do live shows and stuff too. I think that's dope.
I think now like podcasts could be a brand. Like now before, like I think when we started it back in the day, it was more of just us doing shows and interviews, because the only thing that was really popular around that time is that people just going to talk shows.
Right.
And that's kind of like, but no one ever thought the idea of it being like an audio thing. Like, you know how artists like release music and you just listen to them? That's what podcasts are now.
Exactly.
So we're artists, we're creating like, you know, stuff to talk about, you know what I'm saying?
It's so cool.
Yeah,
I love the growth.
It's dope. So I like that, you know, podcast, but you know, we were, you know, one of the first in the area.
Okay.
No shade.
You had
to
look at the camera.
I had to look y'all in your eyes.
YouTube us, okay?
And I'm standing on it.
Swear.
But alright, let's move on to the next topic. I think we were talking about this earlier. We were excited about bringing this topic up. New female artists versus the old female artists. Right? So like, you know, when we're saying new female artists, we're talking about Glorilla, Cardi, Sexy Bread, Lotto, Flo Milli, you know what I'm saying, Lady London. There's so many, you know what I'm saying. And then the old, you know, and we're not saying old, but like, you know, the past era, you know, and I would say like Remy Ma, Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj. Even though she still tries to stay relevant, she is. I'm just like, no shade, I'm just joking. But I'm joking.
You're gonna have the bars at our game.
He said that.
They're gonna dox us.
I'm playing. Who else to refer? Rap Shawty, like she's fire, like lyrical artist in the West Coast. I feel like she came up with like, you know, with Nicki and them. So I want to kind of get y'all opinion on how like these new female artists are compared to the old ones, and also what they kind of deal with right now in the industry, you know, because in my opinion, I'll kind of start off, I think new female artists kind of have it easier now, because the market's actually surrounded around them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's easier for them to get plugged in for events, you know, now it's easier for them to have that sex appeal, but it's still not like, they still respect it. I think back in the day, they were more just respected as a sex appeal and not as an artist. You know what I'm saying? They were never put as a top artist, they were never put on like playlists or anything. But now female artists are actually more, I would say, easier to advertise and sell than most male artists. Male artists are all getting saturated and they all sound the same.
Male artists want to either be on a woman's song as a feature, or they need a woman on their feature as well to give it that boost.
Unless they have like some type of brand and stuff. So I would say that's the main difference in my opinion. And then like, I feel like, okay, I feel like the artists back in the day, the female artists were more talented. I'm not saying there aren't talented new female artists, but I'm saying there are some female artists that are not as talented, but they are just there just because of like the wave. I feel like the artists who made it back in the day they were all like hard, you know what I'm saying? Because it was tough, it was filtered. So, but I'm not saying that, you know, again, like I said one more time, I'm not saying there are not talented new female artists. I'm just saying that it's like, you know how male rappers, there was definitely a lot more untalented male rappers back in the day than there was female, because you know, it was easier for guys, But that's my opinion. What do you think? You guys think? Who wants to go first?
I agree. I can agree with that.
Okay. You gotta be open-minded when I'm saying that, though.
Yeah, because it's kind of like back then, in order to like be considered big, you had to be the shit. Like you had to really have like lyrics. It wasn't only just sex appeal. But now, shit, you gotta bust down. You got BBL. You fucking a
You got
producer.
that? I heard
Nine
that.
times out of 10, it's nothing for to get a track. Like,
I heard there's a female artist package. I think it was called the. You didn't see that Jones on Twitter?
no.
You're like the BBL.
Oh yeah. So I do feel like it
It's a starter
is
package. Yeah, that's
easier in a sense where like you can get out there in some type of way where you make it to the very top. Who knows? You know that's only for your fans to really kind of get you there in a sense, but it is easier, I like to put you out there because there are so many women artists and like rappers now. But you know, and I feel like it's kind of different because, for example, I feel like she's on what's Lil Yachty's show, Concrete?
Oh, you talking about his
Caribou?
Yeah, Caribou.
Yeah, like Caribou. She don't necessarily give that typical BBL sex appeal.
She's a hipster.
Okay, yeah, she's a hipster. Love her, like love her. And then the other one, who's not, I don't think she's on his, but Anasia. Yeah, Big Nene. Yeah.
I'm not
I was gonna say they're my two faves right now.
Oh my gosh, great.
Hipster women be big too.
They be thick, but they not like giving the
It's not
same,
the. It's
like,
not the BBL.
like Chinese kitty,
Like you
dream
said,
doll, how
you
they're
said
giving it out.
BBL kid, all that.
It's
It's
a starter
like,
pack. They're not that.
like
Yeah.
I feel like it, but it's like most of the women rappers, not to cut you off, most of them don't have BBL. It's like a big lot of them make the Stallion and who else?
Yeah, but there's.
They got work. They got work done.
I know. I said they all
You
those
say
BBLs.
you say only dumb.
No, I'm saying who else got BBL?
Oh, there's a lot, bro. That's like, but they're
I know Blue.
they don't have the
I'm
names.
talking
Oh,
like the big.
yeah,
No, I
but
think Lil really got some work done too.
there's a
She
wave.
did.
There's
Yeah.
a wave. It's the
Like,
wave.
all of them got
all of them.
I'm saying most of the female rappers aren't the big built type.
Oh, like super busty, like
That's what I'm
how
saying.
Nicki Minaj
That's what I'm
was.
saying. Like,
They're doing, they're going
as
for a
you said,
slimmer
like,
look.
the kick thing you talking about,
Yeah.
like most of the female rappers, the women rappers.
Because trends change. Like
That's
for
right.
example, like Kim Kardashian, her whole family, all of them was big booty, big hips. The trend changes. Now they go for a slimmer look because that's what's in now.
And we got a lot
And
of
stuff.
But I think also too, that goes back to my point where it's easier for female artists to blow up because you don't need the starter package. Even though there are ones who use that little starter package, they say,
Everybody does it.
but since it's now open, like people are paying attention to female artists. The talented ones could get a chance now too. The
Yeah.
ones who are overlooked just because now the female artist game is open.
But
game,
they
you know what
still
I'm saying?
need,
Flo Milli.
they still need to be.
They still need to be talented.
They
Like
still
Flo
need to
Milli,
be
yeah.
talented. They still need to. I guess you can.
Like Flo
I agree
Milli.
with
Flo
you.
Milli's like
Sex
a good
appeal.
example of that.
Yeah, but she don't have the right team. You still need.
But
the
she's
right
still her
team.
name.
But I feel like she's whatever they're doing right now and starting to get there. I
Yeah.
feel like it's boosting, or like Normani.
Yeah,
And like
she-
not from like a rap
her
point
team
of
really
view.
been messing up.
Oh my god, but I think she's got a new team because I feel like they're about to really be pushing out stuff. But yeah, like typically the darker skinned women with no BBLs and stuff wouldn't be favored, but
And
now
harder
you see
chance.
more of it
Yeah, but
and
now
stuff.
Colorism still is a factor.
Yes, it is.
And rap. When
entertainment.
they come down to like R&B, as long as you can sing,
Hey.
like I said, if you give them a hit, they don't care what you look like. They gonna make you look sexy.
Low-key,
They
yeah.
gonna make you look sexy.
Nah, facts.
But
But
you
I-
just got talent and you can give us a hit.
But I do love the boost of like how many talented like
Yeah.
women artists, rappers that are out. Like
Yeah.
for one of our MO playlists I just did, it was all of our current women rappers and stuff. Like
Definitely check out our MO playlist on Spotify.
Okay, period. So like Maya the Dawn
Mhm.
and stuff. I think I had her up there, Big Nene, like Lotto, and then I also love to see how the girls are collabing with
Yeah,
each
that's
other.
what I
and
want
stuff.
more. It's
Like
like
Lotto and Freaky
That's what I was gonna say. I
T.
like the support more than anything. It is
Yeah.
a lot of women, but I like that they're getting support.
Yeah.
I think it's harder now because the internet is a lot of them, so a lot of them not getting the support, like we just said, Flo Milli.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of us that know her love her and feel like she should be bigger. But I talk to other people, they like, who's her?
Yeah, but
You
it's
heard
just,
her
who
to
say
make it
who's so
appeal.
Millie?
I'm like, she just dropped that one hit. Everybody was saying.
and everyone, when you play the song, they're like, oh, that's
oh yeah,
from
that's
her.
her.
Right,
But it's
right.
like a year or two ago, I couldn't play nothing.
Nah, she's gonna, she's
I
gonna,
got the
then she
team.
just dropped the project.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
so that,
She's about to
and
go
she got
tour.
some features on
She
that
about
track
to
too.
go tour.
Yeah.
Cardi B and SZA was on.
Like the
that
industry,
was
like I said, the girls love her.
And that's why you're saying like they're and the artists work, the female artists are working together. Before you would not see female artists working together.
Cardi
That's
B
it.
stay getting on a track with like a new artist, and I truly love that. She gonna ride the beat.
I'm not lying to you, I wasn't a big fan of Cardi in the beginning, but now I just see how she's more willing to work with artists than than Nicki.
Yeah.
So I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not throwing shade to Nicki. I always like Nicki, but I just don't like how she's been, acting lately. But I mean, that's not for me to judge. But but is there any
The
other?
comments gonna be like, stay out of women's business. Well, as a woman, I agree.
I'm ready for the smoke, bro. But before we move on, is there any like female artists y'all want to get the camera hip to? Any like upcoming? I know we.
Y'all follow bounce music?
I do.
I do.
Vicky Lowe.
Who? Say it to the camera.
Vicky Lowe.
Oh, I heard of Vicky Lowe.
I'm Vicky Lowe. If you hoes ain't know, that shit is rocking. That goddamn New Orleans bounce. If I gotta drive somewhere like late, like I say if I'm going back to Norfolk or something, man, I'm like feeling tired. I would throw on bounce music and ride. It just feels like I'm at a party.
Yeah, bounce music. Bounce music coming up. That's a new
country music.
But definitely happy, Women's History Month. Definitely look out for all these female artists. We like it, we always support that. So, definitely let us know who's your favorite, female artists in the comments and Twitter and Instagram. All right, we gonna move on. We move on from hot topics. Now we're gonna get into, some of y'all favorite things to do, watch, hobbies, TV shows, and then we're gonna play a couple of games, and we're gonna talk lifestyle topics, then we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. Okay, so first thing I wanted to kind of hear from y'all, what kind of shows y'all been watching lately? I've been watching BMF and shit. That's actually honestly what and it's damn, I always forget the name. It's a Japanese show that's on
Shogun?
No, everyone's been telling me to watch that.
Sorry.
This is on HBO Max. It's like this investigative journalist who's like going, what's the mafia called in Japan?
The Yakuza.
Yeah, so he's pretty much investigating the Yakuza. Yeah, that goes hard. Yeah, it goes. Dang, I need to figure out the name. When I forgot I'm gonna look it up.
Is it in English?
Yeah, it's in English. But there's times how Narcos had the subtitles and stuff, but that makes it legit.
But like
But the voice and stuff, it's perfect. It's not like one of
it
those.
matches.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It's a big budget. It's a big budget show.
Okay.
It's a big budget show.
Netflix be having the jobs where
Cause
it
it's
be
a foreign
lagging.
show. I respect that they try to give the other, because Netflix is smart. They tapping into all the other countries.
You see,
Netflix
you know what
is
they're doing? They about to take over the world, because they're in each of because they have African shows that Africans watch over there. They have Chinese.
I like Netflix.
They're smart. Yeah, they know what they do. Yeah, them drama shows be going hard. But that's what I've been watching. What y'all been watching? Tama, why don't you go first since you've been going last? What TV shows you been watching?
I've been watching BMF. Will Trent. I like Will Trent.
What's that?
That's like you ever watched Monk back in the day?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like the new Monk.
Was it on?
Ooh.
I think it's on CBS, but I watched it on Hulu.
Okay, was it Trent again? You said Trent?
Will Trent. But it's gonna say Trent on the cover. And, what's the other? The new drink. This drink called Tracker.
Oh, I saw a commercial.
Yeah, I seen a commercial that I saw. I was like, let me watch it. I would watch a show with too, but I don't want to get into that.
Oh, Avatar was a joint. I don't really like the cartoon though, but Avatar was actually pretty epic.
I don't want to spill too
The
much.
first one? Or
The one that came on Netflix. Yeah, we're not doing spoilers. We're just gonna tell y'all shows to get into. But how about you, Z?
One Piece. Like when I've been doing a lot more reading.
Where's that?
Watching TV.
What's
One
that?
Piece is on Hulu and it's on Netflix. So that's like my little like breakaway from.
What's one sentence describe it for our audience?
Young boy out here want to be the king of the pirates, man. He just running through everything and everybody.
I heard this.
That's the realest anime description.
Yo, One Piece is really like that.
I'm gonna
Like,
check it out.
Yeah, that sounds like something. That's the type of stuff I like.
Y'all never seen it before?
Nah, I never
Nah.
heard of it.
I should've watched
It's on
it.
Hulu?
yeah, it's on Hulu and it's on Netflix.
Start at the beginning.
Okay.
And it makes sense from the beginning, and then as you watch like the story build and unfold, it's really good. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like it's got like that moral aspect to it, perseverance, all the shit that you want like in a good story.
Okay. I'm gonna look that up.
I'm saying they just be whooping ass.
Nah, yeah, I was trying to see where it's at. How about you, Kendra?
Okay, so I watched this new show that just came out on Peacock called Apples Never Fall. A little one sentence. It's about this mother who, on the outside looking in, they have this perfect family, but she kind of goes missing, and they don't know why, who, or how. So yeah, it's kind of suspenseful. It's real good. I like it. It gives like a breakdown of each family member in like each episode. I do need to start BMF, and I'll also be watching Summer House, the original one.
Top Boy?
Huh?
Top Boy?
Summer House?
Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought she was talking about Top Boy.
Something, yeah. Are you talking about Top Boy or
It's
something?
a British movie?
No,
British
it's these Caucasian and a couple black people, and they do like a summer house in the summer. No, it's not that.
It's totally different vibe.
Top Boy.
And then Summer House Martha's Vineyard, the actual like black version, is coming out in tomorrow.
So you need to charge your phone.
It's not it. It's not it. So that's what I'm watching.
So definitely, we just get y'all some shows. Is there any last minute other shows?
Y'all seen the Vince Staples show? It wouldn't even
Oh,
be right.
that's funny as
It wouldn't be
hell.
right if we didn't say about the
I
Vince
need
Staples
more
show.
episodes. Netflix.
That's a good one to
Netflix.
wrap up.
Like recent, I ain't trying to go back.
That joint's hard. Nah, that's most
Vince
recent.
Staples still-
Cause like, there's not a lot of, I was telling my boys, more hip hop artists need to do stuff like that. The only one that someone did was ATL, but that kind of just went,
if they
kind of went
create
left.
it,
Yeah, cause he kind of went left after the first season,
You
but.
talking about Donald Glover?
Yeah, cause ATL, that's it's
With
called
Atlanta.
I call it ATL, but Atlanta, but
I was thinking the same
I think
thing.
Vince-
I knew what he meant, but I was
I like,
like,
see, I made a series. Cause you know the viewers gonna say
yeah, they're like
Atlanta everybody.
yeah, I'm gonna forget that Donald Glover was rap, cause beginning it was based off the dude who was a rapper.
Right.
Paperboy.
Yeah,
Paperboy.
Paperboy,
It's still-
Vince Staples show is kind of like that. He kind of takes that, but he's focusing on his like. But I like it, you know. What I'm saying?
It's like day-to-day life. If you
I
haven't
think more
watched
rappers
it,
should do that.
That shit in the
it's
bank.
funny, isn't it?
Don't
You George
Alright,
Clooney.
alright.
Well, yeah, I'll check out Vince.
Definitely.
Definitely check out Vince Staples'
That shit is
show.
funny.
But nah,
Real
definitely get hip to
How
those
your mama
TV
doing?
shows.
Speaking of Netflix having so many like different like tailoring to different countries and stuff, there is actually this streaming site called BritBox. There's so many different streaming sites. I just wish they would just come together. But there's a streaming site, so if you like British type of movies, there's this streaming site called BritBox. And yeah, so it has like British based movies.
Are they paying?
No.
I was gonna say, I feel like
I did, but just in
they
case,
gave her a
it's
check to say them British accents.
it's something different for the viewers to kind of look at and stuff, instead of saying the regular stuff.
She was
Man,
watching
be a man.
I
Yeah.
just recently heard as early as this morning that when people randomly talk in the British accent, I think it's like a TikTok thing or something, that you have this BPD or something
You
like
trying to
that.
say I'm slow?
What
What the fuck is BPD?
It's like bipolar. It's like a slow bipolar.
Oh, whoa. Alright, we're
What the
gonna.
hell?
Alright, we're about to move on to the
The
next
personality, it's like a something personality.
I don't have a personality disorder.
I see you're
My
talking
therapist
about
told me I wasn't.
Not
I
that-
didn't.
I feel like I saw a show and like they had another personality. Their crazy personality had a different accent. I felt like it was a British
Borderline
accent.
personality
Yeah,
disorder.
that joint.
Cut that episode, please. Cut it. Cut it now.
All up to anybody that's really dealing with any type of mental illnesses.
It's all jokes.
Yeah.
All joke things. Okay, next thing. Alright, we're gonna play a quick game and then we're gonna put on some whatever local brands that you guys know to get people hip to. We're gonna do that next. But the quick game we're gonna play, I'm going to name a word and you guys have to bring up an artist that reminds you of. For example, if I say Mellow, J. Cole. That reminds me.
Mellow raps.
I would say Mellow Raps.
Mellow Ball?
Alright, so I'm gonna go first. I'll go to Kendra first.
Ladies first, ladies.
Damn.
Real trap king.
That's great.
Sosa?
That's subjective.
Chief
That's
Justice.
Yeah. Is that trap?
Sosa from Scarface.
I just want to see where your head's at, so you know what I'm saying?
I hate this. I'm so not.
Nah, I did it with our guest last time. Okay, Zeke. Extrinsic.
Extrinsic?
You didn't
It's not spelling bee.
I was about to give a philosophical answer like the sun.
No.
Right. You that shit
It can be an artist. It can be any artist.
An extrinsic artist. What definition of extrinsic?
Kendrick might have been the first artist I thought I had.
Are you
Yeah.
serious? Maybe eclectic. But we say extrinsic.
Well, he's saying extrinsic, so
5 seconds. 5.
Come back to me, because I need to
3.
Google the
No, there's
definition
no
before
right
I
back.
say something
Oh,
crazy.
you got negative
Come back
points
to
for
me.
that one.
Come back to me.
Negative.
I was gonna say, can I get the
I have
definition?
one.
Alright, Tavon.
I gotta get into it. From that.
Country.
Why you give me extrinsic and give him country?
I thought you would know extrinsic artists.
No, you didn't know.
Right.
Nigga.
4, y'all terrible.
Beyonce.
Okay, Beyonce. Okay, see country from
Tanner Adele. Can I get a bonus point?
Alright, Kendrick's killing niggas.
I am.
Alright, hipster.
Caribou.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Alright, back to you. It's your chance to redeem
I
yourself.
want to say that the definition, and this is what fucked me up, honestly, is that it says
He's
not,
extrinsic.
not essential or inherent, not a basic part or quality, being outside of thing, outward external
That's
level.
Kendrick, bro.
He's not
You guys know,
basic.
baby. He's not
As an
basic.
artist, you want
He's
me to
different.
say an artist?
No, that's not saying basic. That's saying not
That
basic.
was a crazy word.
Not
Get this
essential?
in the new word, because
You gotta
you're going to
get this in the
complete.
word. That was a crazy
Get
word.
this in
Alright,
the
I'll give
word.
you. Okay, exciting. So basic. I'll give you
Oh,
one.
now I get the basic.
No, my
basic.
God.
Yeah, nigga. You didn't want the extra extrinsic
Okay,
word.
excited. Let me.
No, you can't. No.
Vicky Lowe.
Okay.
That bounce music, man. I be in
There
that.
we go.
Between bounce, go-go, like anything cultural, like I really have come to like really love like sounds that are unique to an area.
He said,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like even me and my homegirl was out like in LA when that Uno, Dos, Straight,
Oh.
Quattro,
What song
like
is that?
when that shit
Tia
first came out.
Fire when it first came
Man,
out.
That's my
and
shit.
to be in LA when the beat dropped,
Yeah,
it's like
You like the vibes.
you couldn't even help it. Like yeah, so I like shit like that. Like anything that's inherent to a space, intrinsic to.
Okay,
to
now-
That's
a
going on
location.
with your music. I'm winning. Next.
Alright, I'm gonna do one for the group. Whoever first say it.
We had points for this?
wait.
Yes, we are. It's a game.
Kendrick's winning.
You didn't give me my segment.
I told y'all this is a game. Okay.
Everyone, be quiet.
Because we got 2 more words and we can go to the next topic.
You feel that needs a word.
Now y'all got me tripping. Trippy.
Red.
Trip.
Good trippy red. What happened?
Juicy J.
Okay, I like that. Alright,
I
last
get a
one.
point.
I think since he had a different, because actually that gives, because you guys were simple with that coin. You said trippy red.
Okay, nigga, you didn't give a point base.
Next one.
But you're making rules up.
Next
Close
one.
mouth will get fed. I asked for that.
Okay,
Activist.
J. Cole.
Yeah.
YG, fuck Donald Trump.
Okay, he gave an example.
2 points.
Alright.
I'm over here taking points.
You
Like
got
Kendrick.
mine anyway.
Like
Bonus,
Kendrick.
bonus round. Fashionable.
ASAP Rocky.
Oh, I was,
Damn.
Kendrick. He
A$AP
said I'm
Rocky.
best dressed.
but actually, A$AP Rocky is the #1 fashionable artist, I would think.
He is a
What?
fashion killer.
That's why he
and a
did-
trendy nigga.
That's why he left the music industry. Yo,
For real. Okay.
Experience the difference with Chalice Bud, the organic way, the only way to live a clean and relaxing lifestyle.
But yeah, that's our episode 5. You know, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. You know, we hope to see you guys again. You know, definitely tap in with us in the comments. If you guys want to hit up, you know, anyone personally, if you have any, you know, personal beefs with any of them, anything they said, sign up.
You're gonna get a
I don't want no smoke with
I would love to see how my face changed when he said her.
All jokes. Now, this is all family, good vibes. But yeah, at the end of the day, you know, definitely tap in with us. Check us out.
My PG girl is cute and bougie, but she really rude. When she mad, she taking shots on stories, I just say salute. My DC girl, she always got an attitude. She call me Measy when she mad, be acting like she still in school. I got her.